In complete darkness with highlights turned off, our crew, accompanied by servicemen, is heading toward the artillery positions. The drone detectors with the servicemen constantly monitor the night sky. The signals indicate that there are drones in the air.
Now we'll get closer. It will start beeping even louder. There are a lot of them here.
In the Pokrovsk direction, artillerymen from the 32nd Separate Mechanized Brigade are working with American Paladin howitzers. The vehicles are carefully camouflaged from Russian aerial reconnaissance. The fighters say that in recent days, airstrikes have significantly increased.
We had 4 to 5 airstrikes already this morning, and there were many more yesterday evening. These are air bombs dropped before the assaults to suppress the artillery, and then the assaults follow.
The shockwaves from exploding shells are felt even in the shelter. The crew only leaves their cover to perform combat tasks. The last time they worked on targets was a few hours ago.
We worked on a target at 2 in the morning. It seemed to go well.
Sometimes the artillerymen only manage to sleep a couple of hours in a day.
The guys don't even have time to sit down for a coffee or eat. They do everything on the go because, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, the work intensity is very high right now.
The battery commander, a serviceman with call sign Tesla, turned 23 recently. She had been involved in singing since childhood and participated in a popular Ukrainian TV show. However, she decided to dedicate herself to military service and enrolled at the Lviv National Academy of Land Forces.
I chose the artillery specialization there and studied for almost 4 years, but due to the full-scale invasion, I completed 3.5 years and was released early as part of an accelerated graduation.
Just as the conversation with the fighters continues, the artillery crew receives a combat task. The vehicle is quickly prepared for action. The Ukrainian defenders don't rule out that their target might be Russian infantry.
Make ready. Ears. Open fire. Push.
Пострел! Пострел!
The combat vehicle strikes with precision and doesn't cause difficulties in operation.
The range is 12, 14, 15. Well, there's a working distance.
The servicemen say the vehicle is reliable, though due to the intensity of the battles, there is rarely enough time for technical maintenance. Therefore, they mostly handle it at night during breaks between rest and combat work. Reported by Alexandra Zaslavets, Alena Hramova, Evgeny Karmazin from Donetsk region, UATV News.
The crew of an anti-aircraft unit begins preparations for a night hunt against Russian Shahed kamikaze drones at sunset. Their combat weapon is mounted on a cargo truck. They say their trusted companion has never let them down. It's quite popular in your brigade?
Yes. This is Kraken. It's not just a Zeal truck, it's Kraken for us. It's a custom build. A skilled mechanic turned a Zeal into this.
The crew moves out to their firing positions, which change daily depending on the trajectory of Russian drones. Their work is often carried out in open fields under the night sky.
Expecting drones to follow the same route every day is foolish. Every day we analyze where they are flying. The enemy chooses areas where it's harder to deploy air defense and mobile fire teams, like valleys and rivers.
The servicemen say that Russian forces determine launch routes based on reconnaissance data, so the enemy must not be underestimated. But Ukrainian intelligence is keeping up. As soon as the crew reaches their position, they receive information about drone launches from temporarily occupied territories.
Guys, we just got information from our reconnaissance. We have the launch time and location. Estimated arrival at...
Is that in our direction?
Yes, that's in our direction.
According to the servicemen, the enemy can launch drones from as close as 50 kilometers away. A Shahed drone flies at speeds between 120 and 180 kilometers per hour. The soldiers say you can hear the engine of an approaching Shahed from up to 5 kilometers away. We are listening carefully while the crew prepares for action. Despite the complete darkness, the crew remains alert. Recently, Russian forces have frequently used Molnia strike drones in the Lyman direction. These UAVs can carry anti-tank mines over distances of several dozen kilometers.
Molnia is practically built from makeshift materials. Many components look like they were 3D printed by school children.
It's not easy to shoot down a drone like this, but it's possible. Recently, the crew managed to down a Russian ZALA Lancet loitering munition. There's work every day as Shahed drones are appearing in the skies more frequently.
Before, only 2 or 3 drones would fly through our sector. Now it can be 8 to 10 at a time. And this is just one small section of the front that we are covering. Their numbers have increased dramatically, so we are stocking up on ammunition.
The first wave of enemy drones took a different route, but the shift isn't over. The anti-aircraft crew awaits new intelligence. Yevhen, the gunner of the unit, says he never leaves his post for even a minute. How does the weather affect your accuracy?
It's best when there's no wind, calm and quiet. But in general, the thermal imaging system detects the heat emitted by a Shahed in flight, making it visible.
As midnight approaches, a Shahed drone appears in their sector. Is it really heading straight for us?
Yes, look here, that's the target and we're right here.
And it's moving?
Yes, that's it moving.
The crew determines the drone's position acoustically. As it gets closer, they open fire.
Fire.
After the night shift, the crew gets only a few hours of rest before starting again in the morning.
Now we're heading to reload, and just a few hours we'll be deploying to engage ground targets. That's our daily routine, 24/7 operations. We do our best, all for victory.
Last month, the anti-aircraft gunners of the 115th Brigade successfully shot down 4 Shahed drones. Additionally, they have destroyed loitering munitions and kamikaze drones. Reported by Alyona Grimova, Yevhen Karmazin from Donetsk region, UATV News.